All right, well, good morning. It is 6:08 in the morning. I fell asleep around, I want to say 4 a.m., probably something along those lines. So, in terms of overall sleep, that is non-existent. So, day one of the challenge is probably going to be pretty rough. But, I'm sure a lot of people are asking the question as to, James, why are you doing this in the first place? Well, number one, I always try and push, the creativity of the content that is made here. So I thought this would be a fun, creative, piece of content to make throughout the week. Number two is that we're doing the bye week. It's the bye week anyway, so it's not like much is going to be going on. I'll still be having Buccaneers content, but in terms of overall, Bucs stuff, we may be lacking a little bit. So number three is, Tom Brady is a part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. This is technically Tampa Bay Buccaneers related content. It's not a, Tom Brady fanboy type thing. It's just an interesting piece of creative content that I thought that would be, an interesting thing to do for the bye week. Different than what other people are out there making right now in terms of Bucs content and things like that. And, yeah, just thought it would be fun. So that's kind of why I'm doing it. But I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys something here as I drink my first bit of water for the day. So let's show you some TB12 electrolytes. Now, in any given day of Tom Brady, I believe he starts off by drinking around, what was it, like 20 ounces of water? Something along those lines, which is around this size in terms of a cup of water. So I will be drinking all of this to start off my day. And I will be adding, of course, some TB12 electrolytes. This one bottle right here, 2 fluid ounces, cost me $15 at the TB12 store up in Tampa. So yeah, a little expensive, but let's see how it tastes. Maybe it tastes really good. So yeah, I'm going to be adding a little bit of this in that, and let's try it out. I honestly can't really taste the electrolytes. I smelled it, right? I smelled the water. I can smell the electrolytes, but I can't really taste it. So, cool. I mean, if that gives me my dose of electrolytes for the morning, fine with me. But I'm going to go do the rest of my routine. I'll check in with you guys probably before I have to end up doing the TB12 workout. Or actually, I'll probably be checking in here in a moment whenever I have to have my smoothie. I'll show you guys that. So, see you in a second. All right, it's around 6:50 right now. I've done all my prayers and meditation. I do that every day when I wake up anyway. But in terms of the TB12 stuff, I had to water with the electrolytes. I'm getting ready to do the workout here in just about, 10 or so minutes, something along those lines. But the last thing that Tom Brady does in his morning is he makes himself a smoothie. Now, this is an organic chocolate, peanut butter, banana, and flaxseed smoothie. So I just wanted to try it real quick. I got it from a local store called Sprouts here in Florida. Highly recommend you guys go check that out. I will be buying a lot of stuff from them throughout the week that is organic and overall healthy, that fits the TB12 method guidelines. So just to try, try this out real quick. Yeah, I mean, that tastes fine. It tastes just like, a typical chocolate banana smoothie that you would get at, like, a typical Smoothie King, I guess. I don't go to a lot of smoothie places, but it tastes fine. So I'm going to have this. Then I'm going to get ready to do the workout. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a moment. And one of the things I wanted to highlight here before I start doing, my workout, I'm not going to show you guys the workout or anything, or the pre-workout process, but I do want to make a note that Tom Brady is basically a huge supporter. One of the main pillars, if not the main pillar of working out with the TB12 method, is using something called pliability. And we will talk about that later on in the week, probably around day 2 or day 3. But Just to give you guys a brief explanation of what pliability is, if you haven't heard about it yet, pliability is just massaging your muscles before and after a workout. It's supposed to help out with lactic acid, otherwise, in terms of soreness after a workout, a day or two after. It's supposed to keep your muscles overall loose and fresh and not sore. So it's really important in terms of making sure that you can work out longer and better throughout the week. So, I'm very excited to test it out. Like I said, I'm not going to be showing you guys, the pliability or the workout itself because I just don't feel like recording that. But I do want to make a note of it here. Tom Brady, big supporter of pliability. I would say it's the most important thing Tom Brady recommends in the TB12 method. So again, we will talk about it later on in the week, but just wanted to give that brief explanation here. I know I'm already going to get people are going to say, bro, fake. Why don't you post the workout, man? Bro, you're just faking it. Look, understandable. I would have the same mindset if I was watching a video like this, but I remember the one time I posted, well, a couple of times, I posted anything physical for myself doing physical activities here on the YouTube channel. I have been roasted by the comments section. So I'm doing this for my own mental well-being. But as I was saying earlier, Tom Brady, he does have a protein shake after his workout. It's a glass of almond milk with some TB12 plant-based protein. This one's vanilla flavored. So yeah, let's give it a shot. Because I'm an idiot. Well, great. I still have most of the protein pack, which is good. It's one serving. By the way, it's about 350, but well, it's mixed up about as good as I'm gonna mix it, so I mean, that tastes fine. The one downside I will say to the TB12 method, in the morning at least, is that I'm drinking so many different types of liquids. I'm drinking water with electrolytes, protein shakes, as well as smoothies. So it's a lot. My stomach is probably going to be killing me later today. But, this is fine. This just tastes like a vanilla drink, basically. I'm going to drink this, and then I think I'm good for the next couple of hours until, around snacks or lunch or whatever. So I'll check in with you guys in a bit. That wasn't mixed as well as I thought it was. Just swallowed a ton of chunks of unmixed TB12 vanilla protein powder. So cool. Hopefully everything's all good. It'll be fine. But that was not the best. I got to make sure to stir it better next time. But this is part of the process, guys. It's a learning process, and cool, I guess. now I'm just a little, bleh, but it'll be fine. Well, it's been a couple of hours now. It's 11:07 a.m. On Tom Brady's day list, I guess, the stuff that he does in a day. This is when he would have his first set of snacks, I guess. But to be completely honest, I'm not even close to hungry whatsoever. I mean, when you think about it, I've had a smoothie, a protein shake, and a crap ton of water in just a couple of hours there, from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So, I feel fine right now. So, I got lunch at noon. I think I'm just going to wait till then. But I do have some snacks that I will probably be showcasing later on in this video. So stay tuned for that because they are TB12 branded snacks. So it's 1:30. I fell asleep, guys. I fell asleep for I don't know, an hour, I think, from around 11:30 to 12:30. And then for the past hour, I've just haven't really done anything. There hasn't been anything to do. In terms of the TB12 schedule now, we're basically past lunch, but I'm taking a late lunch. So got a Caesar salad here. I'm going to be having half of this grilled chicken breast. Actually, one fact about Tom Brady and his nutrition, he says that your protein portion should be about the size of your palm. So yeah, maybe half of that, maybe a little bit over half of that would probably be the size of my palm. I'm just going to go with half of that and then have the other half for dinner later. And the Caesar salad, it's going to taste like a Caesar salad, you can imagine. So overall, yeah, not bad. Still don't really feel hungry. The worst part about this day so far, I think has been the sleep aspect of it. I mean, it's just because I'm not used to waking up at 6 a.m. I haven't done that in a while. So not a difficult thing to do, just going to have me take a day to adjust. I'm still very tired, so I'm not going to have any problem sleeping probably for the rest of this week because I'm just going to be absolutely slumped at the end of this night. But yeah, I'm going to eat this. After that, Tom Brady doesn't really do anything until 6 p.m. when he has dinner, so he has snacks from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., so I may just try some of the snacks later on, but I'm still not really that hungry, but I'm just going to eat this because, I probably should. So, with that being said, going to eat this, and I will see you guys for some TB12 snacks later on. Alright guys, so we're driving right now. There might be car noises. My apologies for that, but I'm going to Sprouts right now. I'm also going to be going to Staples to take care of some other business, and I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of talk about Tom Brady's philosophy before adopting the TB12 method and then after accepting the TB12 method and kind of creating it, I guess I could say. And I know people are going to be freaking out and saying, James, you shouldn't be looking at your phone. What are you doing? Well, I'm not technically looking at my phone right now. I'm looking at the road. I just get this opportunity to talk to you guys about Tom Brady's methods, his philosophy, and all these different types of things. So, long story short here, it's the first 2 chapters of the TB12 method book, and it kind of goes exactly like how you would expect it. Before adopting the TB12 method, Tom Brady, he really didn't care much for his overall health in his early 20s. He, drank whatever he wanted, he ate whatever he wanted, didn't really take care of his muscles. I believe he was lifting a lot more weights around that time as well. He was just doing what I, figure to say what a lot of other, normal people do, and, probably what a lot of other NFL athletes do as well, which is, hey, we're young, we're physical, we're not really going to be doing this that long until we're probably around 30, 35, something like that, so why don't we just go ahead and just do whatever we want for the most part, within reason. It's not like they're sitting there going to fast food places all the time, but they can have more cheat days than, somebody else with maybe more discipline, things like that. So that was kind of Tom Brady's mindset before adopting the TB12 method. And, after a certain amount of time, after, certain chunks of time, he had reached that age where, things were starting to wind down more for him. He was starting to not necessarily break down in terms of his overall body or things like that, but he was starting to feel stuff more. So he thought, okay, why don't I go ahead and why don't I try working with some of my personal trainers? I believe his main one is a man by the name of Alex, and he said, why don't I work with my main personal trainer and develop the stuff that can help me go out of the NFL on my own terms. Another big factor was he saw a lot of guys who had to retire early due to injuries and due to just being able not to keep up anymore and all these different types of things. And Tom Brady thought, well, I'm not going to do that. I want to go out on my own terms. I want to play as long as I want to play, and that's just how I want to do it. Tom Brady, being the competitive madman that he is, wants to play in the NFL until he's at least 45 years old, because that's just what Tom Brady does. So that's how he adopted, or I guess created the TB12 lifestyle. Things like pliability, which isn't a new thing, but it's one of the main things that keeps Tom Brady, as fresh as he is for his age at 43, 44 years old. One of his main pillars being pliability and eating right, drinking enough water, having electrolytes, all these different types of things Tom Brady has adopted to prolong his career and give him competitive edges over other guys who are not doing these types of things. Tom Brady has said before in this book that he feels a lot better at age 43 than he did in his mid-20s, which I find very interesting indeed. So it's just really interesting to figure out the creative process as to what made the TB12 method, and that was kind of the first thing that I wanted to address here in this episode of, I guess, day 1 of this series, was kind of talking about why it was created. Tom Brady sat down and he thought, okay, I don't want to end up like other guys who, play too long, they get really injury riddled, or they can't just hang anymore, and that affects them later on in life. Tom Brady wants to be healthy at the end of his career. He wants to be able to walk away on his own 2 legs and not walk away in a very precarious, hobbled position. So with that being said, that's kind of one of the main reasons. Pliability, eating right, drinking, hydration, all these things are to prolong Tom Brady, his overall health, his overall fitness as long as possible, which is a commendable goal. We should all strive to have those types of goals. And this isn't Tom Brady biased or anything. This is just a health opinion. In my opinion, yeah, you want to be healthy as long as possible. You don't want to run into health problems after too much time. So overall, it was really interesting reading that section of the book and figuring out the mindset of Tom Brady, how he didn't really put that much thought into it before making the TB12 method, but now many years later he's thinking, oh, you know, yes, I should be taking care of myself. Even if I wasn't an NFL athlete, I would probably want to take greater care of myself just to have longevity in life, not just for playing football, but just for life in general. So it was very interesting to get those thoughts and opinions there. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish my drive here. I'll probably let you guys know what I get at Sprouts. It's going to be some stuff for tonight, as the chicken was not very good in that Caesar salad. It was actually terrible. I'm sure a lot of you guys could see that that chicken did not look good. It did not taste very good. So I'm going to be getting something, a little bit of something for dinner. I still have some vegetables that I'm going to be eating. I might just get a different protein. I'll be getting a couple of things for tomorrow as well, smoothies, stuff like that, as well as some food for tomorrow as well. And yeah, overall, I feel fine. I did fall asleep for an hour. I feel tired, but that's just because, one, I did not sleep, and two, I don't work out, so the workout drained me more than it probably would other people who are watching this video. But yeah, I don't mind eating salads. I don't do it, but it's not like I'm gonna throw up at the fact of eating a salad or something crazy. The one bad thing, I guess, well, the two bad things that I've had so far today is I didn't stir the protein shake enough, and the chicken was just not good. So I got to be a little bit better in terms of stirring, and I've got to be a little bit better in terms of my choices of protein, which I'm going to go do that right now. But yeah, things are going fine. Overall, I feel good. The smoothie was good in the morning. Protein shake, I'm sure, would have been really good if I would have just stirred it better. And lunch with the Caesar salad with the chicken was okay. The chicken was below average. The salad, of course, it's a salad. It's fine. But yeah, I'm going to go finish this drive, and I will see you guys once I've picked out some stuff from my local organic grocery store. So, see you guys in a bit. Just got done at Staples. I will now be going to Sprouts. But first, you know, I am feeling a little bit hungry, I'm not going to lie. So, we actually do have some TB12 branded snacks here. This is Blueberry Superfood Bites. What it contains is a combination of familiar and exotic ingredients packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients, which, okay, sounds good. Sprouted cashews, sprouted macadamia nuts, blueberries, dates, baobab powder, which, okay, baobab powder rather, okay, baobab powder, blueberry powder, Madagascan vanilla. Cool, sounds good. Let's try it. I thought it was going to smell like blueberry, but it doesn't. This is what it looks like. They're like little squares, so that's interesting. You know what? It's not that bad. I don't hate these. These are actually pretty good. I would eat these happily. They're a little dry, a little, you know, a little dry, a little bit crunchy, but overall, they're fun. You can taste, I mean, everything that I said, you can taste that in there. I like macadamia nuts. I like all the ingredients, and that's what it tastes like. So, all good with me. So, cool. This snack worked out. I do want to say that I have plenty of other snacks. You can actually not get these anymore. When I went and got these in person at the TB12 facility in Tampa, this was the second to last box, they told me, in the entire company. And the entire box cost $50. They told me that people just weren't really buying these that much. So take that for what you will. But these aren't bad. I'm going to eat these. I'm going to go to Sprouts, and I will show you guys what I got coming up here in a little bit. So see you guys soon. So for the dinner here, we have a big old bowl of broccoli and corn that I got at a local organic store around here. And then for the protein, I know it looks a little bit greasy, I guess, oily. but it is 3 Korean barbecue skewers. I unfortunately have to eat this and film this on my bed because my phone's almost dead, so I'm charging that right now, and I'm going to be having this. It is around, 6:45 p.m., so Tom Brady's day ends at 7. My day is probably going to end a little bit later than that, but with that aside, yeah. Real quick, while I'm trying this, we're going to talk about how I felt overall throughout the day, as well as talk about one more thing that Tom Brady recommends, even in terms of ending your day. So real quick, just a piece of broccoli here. It tastes like a piece of broccoli. Pretty normal, right? Let me get a little bit of corn here. And that tastes like corn, so that's fine. That's all good. That tastes good. I really like that. That's actually pretty good. Now, I might have put those in the microwave too long because they are basically glued together, but I'm fine with this. I think this is pretty good. Before I finish eating this, let's kind of talk about the day as a whole. So, to start my day, waking up early, I thought that was fine. I felt really tired later on in the day. I slept for an hour, which I know was one of my, semi-rules, but still, it was something that was kind of unavoidable. I was running on 2 hours of sleep, basically. I did make a couple of errors. The first error being that the smoothie that I had to start my day before my workout was actually a protein shake. I did not read the label well enough, so I had 2 protein shakes within the time span of about an hour and a half, if you include the one that I had after the workout, which, the big old chunks of protein powder and whatnot. So that's not good, and I certainly have fixed that. The smoothie I just bought for tomorrow is not a protein one, it is an energy one, which means I should be in a little bit better shape come tomorrow morning in terms of my energy levels. And that did obviously affect my stomach and things like that in terms of how I was feeling. Too much protein can be a bad thing, that's facts. But aside from that, drinking, as much water. I drank 88 ounces of water today, fluid ounces, that is, which is around 3 1-liter bottles, essentially. And overall, that was fine. It did get a little, cumbersome, I guess. It got a little tough to put down that much water after a certain amount of time, but if you pace yourself, you should be fine. The workout, I thought, was fun. It was challenging, and overall, I was happy with that. In terms of the food, Caesar salad's a Caesar salad. I'm not going to be buying that chicken again. I didn't put it in the microwave. That might have been my error there. I might have to put it in the microwave next time, but Caesar salad was fine. And then overall, this right now has been pretty good. So in terms of the breakfast being, 2 protein shakes, the lunch being a Caesar salad and some grilled chicken, and then this being my dinner, some barbecue skewers and some broccoli and corn, fine. Drinking the water was fine. That's the only thing I drank the entire day, minus that protein shake and that smoothie. The workout was fine. Waking up at 6 a.m. was fine. And I'm going to be able to go to sleep early tonight because I'm pretty tired because I'm not yet used to waking up that early. But that'll probably be corrected here relatively soon throughout the week. But guys, with that being said, I'm going to probably finish this. And just to finish the video here, it is about to be 7 p.m. Now, Tom Brady doesn't specifically say in the book that his day ends at 7 p.m., but when he does end his day, he ends it in a very, not a unique way, but how he sleeps is very important to Tom Brady. He has an air purifier going in his room, which I kind of have. It's kind of a purifying fan type deal. He tries to make his room as cold as possible. Around 65 degrees Fahrenheit is what he likes to do. I'm going to be trying that as well. And he also has no electronics. The TV is not on, computer not on, phone not on, all those different types of things. Tom Brady says in his book that he doesn't even have the phone in his room. So that is going to be kind of what I'm trying. The phone will still be in my room to charge, but it will just be on, not necessarily silent, but I will be putting it to the side, and then also the TV will be completely off whenever I decide to go to bed. Same thing with all the lights and electronics either, because I have a bad habit of, saying I'm going to bed, getting back up, and then trying to work on some other stuff, and it's just a big old hassle. So I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be sticking to the code of TB12, which means all electronics are essentially
not involved. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of day one. Overall, a fine experience, minus the protein shake as well as that grilled chicken that I had. Everything went generally okay. It wasn't too bad, and I'm excited for the rest of this week to proceed as follows with how today went. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end off this video here. Thank you so much for watching day number 1, and I will see you at 6 a.m. tomorrow for day number 2. But until then, guys, and as always, goodbye for now, and go Bucks.